Hello everyone, Benares here with the last day of spoiler season for Legends of Runeterra. We got a new trailer for the upcoming event, we got patch notes for new buffs and possibly nerfs, we don't know, we'll see, and we got the final bit of information for the patch. So without further ado, let's jump into the arcade battle event trailer for Legends of Runeterra, and then go check out the patch notes. So without further ado, let's go. I love the arcade aesthetic so much. Please, give me Vig. I need final boss Vig. Yes. Yes.
Time to bust out some combustion.
All eyes on me.
That's a longer animation. They're probably quicker.
Let the bullets fly. Where valor goes, victory follows.
Yes! It's... What? How many arcade skins are there?
A new era begins.
Arcade Anivia? Ejecto seat.
Greetings, miniature mortals.
You cannot stop us!
Let's soar.
The greatest mage of all time.
Oh! No! They got my money again! That's not fair! They put my final boss Vegard in the game! For anyone who doesn't know, final boss Vegard is... It's my favorite skin in League of Legends. The first skin that I paid money for. That I put money in League of Legends to get years ago was Arcade Vegard. Final boss Vegard. And they put the final boss in the mech suit in my game. I'm gonna have to get the board and all of this. Oh, this is so great. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thumbs up the video. We're watching it again. Okay, so we got Ziggs. We got right there. No, that's what I need to see. All right, that's dope. That's really dope. I love this. This is great. I already love Darkness. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, we're going to go to the Legends of Runeterra page, and we're going to check out the patch notes, and which should have the splash arts for all these different new skins coming out. So let's see what we got. Okay, new keywords, attach and formidable, we got that. Card updates. Alright, we're going to come back to the arcade stuff because I'm super excited about it, but we're going to jump straight into the updates. Our next major set of card updates is scheduled for patch 3.4.0 on March 31st. But before then, as part of the launch for A Curious Journey, we wanted to take this opportunity to release a small number of balance changes, along with some additional comments and context from designer Alex Lee. The start of a new set is an exciting and wild time, a full-on fiesta of whatever craziness people want to jam into a deck and take into queue. Previous meta decks, however, tend to punish that. The goal of these changes is to help address those decks enough that players don't feel punished for trying new things, while also making sure that as the meta gets refined, it doesn't return to the old hotness. I have no problems with that. In fact, I generally don't have a problem with even something that is balanced but overwhelming in the meta being nerfed just so more stuff can come in. It's a digital card game. They can always bring it back later. There's nothing wrong with keeping things fresh. So first things first, we have Ahri getting nerfed from a 2-3 to a 2-2. So losing a point of health in both levels. Initial thoughts for this is completely reasonable. You're in Ionia and a recall deck. The amount of protection that you have is stupidly high. it makes perfect sense to have a lower HP total so that if I do finally manage to get through, it's not... It needs to be within Mystic Shot range at level 1, because you're going to recall it, or deny it, or nopify it, or Twin Disciplines. You got so much protection, a lower HP total isn't going to hurt you. You just have to play safer. I don't know if they give a reason. Okay, they do. Ahri's been an elusive target to pin down for most decks. This change makes her more susceptible to targeted removal, and makes it easier to set up blocks against her that can take her out. It also means that if Ahri player wants to keep her alive, they'll need to invest more resources in protecting her, which should strain their mana and open up windows to disrupt the rest of their board. Exactly what I just said, more or less. Totally fine change. Don't mind it. What do we got next? Followers, spells, and landmarks. Iceborne Legacy has gone from 5 mana burst speed to 6 mana focus speed. Love this change. No problems at all with it. The problem with Iceborne Legacy... I liked that Iceborne Legacy was uninteractable, but I didn't like it as a combat trick. This addresses that issue. I think this is totally fine. It makes it where... And it also lowers the curve for elusive Poros. So I think that this is a fine change. We'll have to see about the rest, because there's a lot of room here, but I have the impression that this is probably mostly going to be for the event stuff, but we'll see. Anyway, we love seeing the deck building that came out from this card, but we want to make it a bit less abusable. The mana cost increase should push it out... Should push out how early it can be comboed with other buffs, providing a bigger window for other decks to prepare for the onslaught of Poro Spiders, Sand Soldiers, and of course, Slot Bots. Was Slotbot Iceborne Legacy a deck that I wasn't aware of? Whatever. Or maybe that's a joke. We're also moving the spell speed to focus. While it won't impact win rate that much because it's commonly used pre-combat to force lethal, this does help reduce some of the play against anxiety of potential surprise you're dead situations when they could use it as a combat trick. Totally agree. 100% fine change. Oh no, my boy! They did my boy bad. Ugh. But real talk, this was 100% needed, and I have actual no complaints with this. I just liked abusing the Wounded White Flame. Pantheon Docs are already performing quite well, and with the release of A Curious Journey, he is getting further support with Yuumi. This change is aimed at pulling out some power from the Fated package to give the deck room to flourish without becoming the de facto best deck by way of its natural predators getting weaker. The reason for this change over others is that Wounded White Flame tends to be the core part of the Fated deck. Of course, it's the best Fated creature. It's better than Pantheon in some ways, and can easily take over games with how quickly it can grow out of range of most removal. Reducing its health should provide a bigger window where the opponent can deal with it. 100% agree. Wounded White Flame was one of those creatures that you could drop on turn 3 with only 1 spell mana left over. 1. And they couldn't attack. Because it could be a Chain Vest. And if it's a Chain Vest, it goes from a 2/4 to a 3/5 tough, and that's not killable on turn 3. So I 100% agree with this change. Good change. I'm sad to see the boy get nerfed, but he's still going to be a very, very, very powerful unit. Don't worry. He'll be fine. Next. Kinko Wayfinder has gone from 4 mana to 3 Allegiance, summon 2 different 1-cost allies. Oh, 2 different 1-cost allies from your deck to a 4-cost 3/3 Allegiance, summon a 1-cost ally from your deck. Oh, nerfing it again. Kinko has proven to be an absolute value engine monster when paired with repeat recall. While we don't usually like hitting the same card multiple times, if we can get away with it, it's clear that Wayfinder is a key part of the more abusive plays we've seen from the Ahri Kinnan Mono Ionia decks. This change should reduce how easily they can refill the board with value, while also opening up the ability for players to consider other regions beyond splashing purely for combat tricks. Yeah. I actually haven't ran into a lot of Ahri Kinnan since the big nerfs that Recall took a few weeks ago, but the few times I have run into it, I didn't see much of a change. The deck did change, but it still did the same old things. Thanks for reading. Hope you enjoyed the changes and everything else coming in A Curious Journey. Region Road updates. Bandle City, Freljord, and Demacia have been extended, as expected. Alright, personalization. We have champion skins. This is level 1 Anivia. This is level 2 Anivia. This is Egnivia. Hold up, let's look at this. Okay, that's fun. Anivia's in the pilot seat. It's an obvious Star Fox reference. Okay. The Egnivia is perfect, by the way. It's just Anivia ejecting out of the seat. That's fine. Then level 2 Anivia, all out assault. Pretty good. Not the biggest fan of Anivia, but I love the references with it. And she has a unique level up animation, it looks like. If it'll load. Give it a second to buffer ahead of. Oh, well, this is slow as dirt. Oh, we'll get it to load eventually, guys. Alright, let's... Okay, that was pretty good. Alright, then we got Misfortunes level up, which we saw in the animation. We have level 1 Misfortune. Okay, this is fine. Picking out your loadout and all that. And we have level 2 here. With Final Boss Vegard in the background. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, they're all getting... Are they all getting different animations? No, just... Wait. Hold up. What? Okay, I know he got a board, but you're telling me that Vegard doesn't get his own animation? Aw, that's wrong. But okay, fine, whatever. I'm assuming this is the artwork for Valor. Once you summon Valor. That's good. And then we got Ziggs here. Very nice, very nice. And Gnar... I'm not a big fan of this Gnar skin. I don't like the sleek look of him. Like, if they wanted to make him look sleek in a suit like that, they should have done it the whole thing. This looks, again, it looks okay. I just don't think Gnar's a good fit for the arcade aesthetic, personally. But he's a new champion. Yumi would have been better, in my opinion. But I'm not a huge fan of this Gnar skin, if I'm being completely honest. Then we have Arcade Hecarim, which looks amazing as always. Another classic skin from League of Legends. And Battle Boss Nocturne. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Not what I expected, I'll be honest, but... And then, for the big one, we got Battle Boss Vegard. The final boss Vegard. And he gets his own board, which is very nice. Our Guardians is little Anivia. We got the flying Darkstorm stealth mode, okay. We got a mini Hecarim. We got Minecraft Chip. Oh, we got Minecraft Chip. I need Minecraft Chip. And then we have cartridge card backs for Anivia. Level 1 and level 2. Misfortune. And, of course, the final boss Vegard. Emotes are eject. Okay, that's good. That's good. Rage mode. Rage mode's okay. Just you wait. Okay, I like that one. The face makes it. It's nothing. Don't worry, everything will be okay, right? Alright, and of course we have miscellaneous bugs fixes. Okay, so that's about it. As for the changes, there's not a whole bunch, but like they said, they're not going to do a whole bunch. I think the changes they did make were good. I love Pixel Chip, and I love my final boss Vegard. I will definitely be getting that. No, looks great. I'm super hyped for tomorrow. Everything's looking good. Wounded White Flame, again, I'm sad to see it go down, but I think it was a necessary change. I think that this is probably a fine change. By boosting the stats, I might have given it a little bit more than just that, but plus 1 extra to attack to compensate is fine, and you also needed to nerf it. If you had to nerf it, you had to nerf it. But yeah, Iceborne Legacy I think is a fine change. Wounded White Flame and Ari were fine. I'm just sad because I love Wounded White Flame, but he'll still be a powerhouse card, I assure you. And the Kinku Wayfinder, I didn't know if it needed to be double nerfed, but I haven't seen a lot of Kinnan by pure chance, so in ranked the past few weeks, so if it has been that oppressive, go for it. Looking good, looking great, looking forward to this. Alright guys, I will be bringing you brand new decks as soon as I can when the patch goes live tomorrow. You all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.